Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. After cooling of our cargo tanks and use central cargo compressor, we have wrong measurements from first stage suction side pressure sensor. Sensor transmit from 0.35 up to 0.4 millibars, but in actual line pressure is 0.1 millibar. First of all, we tried drain pipeline which connected our sensor, but it didn't help. Now we are in our compressor room and found our sensor. Try and screw backside panel to see what does the display show. We can't see, need to loose bolt and take out sensor from platform. I went to CCR to set in off scan our pressure transmitter. For that it doesn't give an alarm while I will be working. But Kongsberg system don't let me set this signal to off scan, even when I log in like super user. Okay, we call to watch officer and tell him that we go to compressor room and might be an alarm. But firstly I take new one sensor and try connect to power supply and check him measurements. With power supply I connected multimeter in the gap for checking millivolts. But I couldn't find manual for this sensor, they have only two push buttons and haven't setting menu. But later I noticed that when push and hold left or right push button, display showed setting done. And I guess that it's very simple in calibration aspect sensor. Left push button respond for 0, right button respond for span setting. Okay, come back in compressor room and take out old one transmitter. And what we can see? We totally disconnect our sensor from pipeline. But pressure which showed display is 0.3 bar, however must be 0. Unscrew cable connection and isolate them and install new one sensor. New sensor was installed. Let's go see what the Kongsberg shows. Now within positive indications, minus 0.5 bar. Come back and see which pressure on our sensor. On display we can see almost 0 bar, it's right measurements, but why Kongsberg show it different? And now short explanation, how does this sensor work? How calibrate and why Kongsberg system showed us minus 0.5 bar, but in actual measurements from our sensor almost 0 bar. First of all, 99% of pressure transmitter work by current loop principles. What it means? Our transmitter create signal from 4 to 20 milliamperes, these two wires, where 4 milliamperes mean 0 and 20 milliamperes it's maximum and 100%. And why Kongsberg show it minus 0.5 bar? Because inside of Kongsberg for these parameters, in our case it's parameter first stage suction pressure, already set value for 0, and in our sensor we can see these parameters. It's minus 0.5 and it's equal 4 milliamperes. It's why we can see this value. Our transmitter transmit 4 milliamperes now, it's 0 for our sensor, and Kongsberg see 4 milliamperes, and they read this value and understand that 4 milliamperes for Kongsberg it's mean minus 0.5. When will be 100%, it's will be equal 20 milliamperes. Our Kongsberg will be see and will be show it us 1 bar. And how to calibrate this type of sensor? We connect our pressure calibrator, and first of all we need calibrate 0 equal minus 0.5 bar, span will be 1 bar. And now let's see what calibration looks like. We already connect our calibrator to the sensor, set our calibrator on vacuum mode, and create our auxiliary value, minus 500 millibar. Then push and hold on button which save our their parameters, which will be minus 500 millibar, and will be transmit to Kongsberg 4 millibar. Then in the same way make span setting, which will be equal 1 bar or 20 milliampere signal. Okay, we done calibration for our sensor. Now simulate the random pressure to make sure that we did everything right. I simulated 19 millibars because it's real pressure in our vapor line. Let's go see what will be Kongsberg show. Alright, as we can see on the display we have also 100 millibar. Thanks for watching this video. If you have question about this video or about work ETO on LPG, write below in the comments.